guys doing? Let me see if I turn the light off. Okay. Good night, family. How are you guys doing? Okay. Oh, my arm is hurting. Excuse my background light. This light is for anyway. Let me before I start to say, this is Resilient Queen. So welcome, guys. Welcome. And yes, I was working in my son' playroom, but I'm tired because they got too many toys, and it's frustrating to me. I'm not only just putting his computer decks in there, but I'm also rearranging his room. So yes, so it's a lot. And then we came home late because we ate. We went on the road. We did the errands. Stop at my elderly church brother house, and had let the kids play because they have a son there that play games and stuff. So they were able to play with him and play some get some time with the games and everything. So that was beautiful. You know what I mean? So we're on the road. And then we came back home around almost 7 o'clock. Was watching, catching up on some videos. I'm catching up, trying to work. When I mean catch up, watching, videos and stuff to support everybody because I'm getting back in that groove. Slowly but surely I'm getting there. I'm not back with everybody as yet, but I'm getting there, okay? Because this year I already have a plan. So I'm almost done. So I took the computer decks and chair out the living room for my son. Because when I came home, it didn't feel like I wanted to do it no more. You how one of those days where you were outside in the cold and everything, and you just didn't feel like you want to do it no more. That was how I was feeling. I was having that day, that downtime there. Didn't feel. Ro, hola, how are you? How are you guys doing? So I just didn't feel like John Cash. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I watch her all the time though, but I'm not. I love her. Which one of the movie I saw her came into and she went outside when the guy was talking to the girl so bad. Ray Gibson, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Good morning, blessed. Don't mind the light in the background. Don't mind the light because I turned it on to because I know the Lions playing this week, so don't mind the light. Hello Nawa, how are you? Norton, hello. The equalizer. Hi guys, welcome, welcome. So I was overwhelmed with the playroom just now, so I'm like, you know what? So I asked his son, how do you want the computer desk? Because I'm not the one go sit in it, so I had to ask him. And he said, okay, I want it this way. I said, okay. So I did that. So when the computer when his playroom is done, then I will show you. I will give you a sneak peek maybe tomorrow. But tonight I did not feel like it's not to say it's a hot mess, but it's because and then I had to work on the vacuum tonight, guys, because I had bought the vacuum. And when you're teaching your kids to do stuff, you're gonna let them take control of it. But then I had cleaned it a few months back and then the garbage stuck back in there. I'm like, where's all this garbage? So it seemed like when they're cleaning up, all that garbage coming in there. So, you know. So I mean, welcome to everybody. Oh Noah, thank you so much. God blessing. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone and blessings to everyone here. So yes, blessings. So I'm here. And guys, these are some of my collection from when I go to the Super Bowl. So these are some of my collection. These are when they say Detroit is on the clock when the Super Bowl was. I know you can't see it right now, so these are some of the things I would have to turn the light on so you could get a better view of it. But maybe I had a video up with them so you'll be able to see. So I decorate these yesterday night and everything. And this was the one that the kids had torn down when my mom was here. And I had to do a DIY with it. We had to do a DIY. But anyway, guys, nevertheless, So what I was saying, the things that seem impossible, you know, I had to be tackling those things, and that is the house. As the title of the video suggests, that is the house. Because when you have little ones running around, and if you have children and you have some, especially when you're the person, you're the mother or the father who always ensure that the kids have have enough toys for you to step on and squeeze your bones and stuff. Yes, I love the Lions. I love them. I've been a supporter of the Lions since my good old probably about how many years now? Since 2017. I'm a big fan of the Lions, you know. So yes, go Lions, you know what I mean? Whew. But to clean up, man, is when you have kids, all these things. Sometimes you're trying, but everything seems impossible. Like it just not going, you know what I mean? And it don't have nothing to be with your house filthy or anything. It's just the mere fact that every time you clean up, every time you rearrange, and even when you have rules, these kids don't follow rules. They're like, they don't come with no manual. These kids are like, okay, let's run here. And I'm not saying you don't have some people who don't play, they don't play the game, you know what I mean? Hi, how are you? From Indonesia. I love what you guys do. I watch you guys from Indonesia as well. How are you? Welcome in the building, everyone, wherever you are watching from. Welcome. Wagon sister, I don't know why you call me like that. I don't know, but you probably need to clarify that. But how are you tonight? Good night. I don't know why you called me that, but I don't know. You know, you probably need to tell me why you call me that. Why do you think I sell out? I will never sell out. But you gotta remember, when you live anywhere in this world, DTI, hi, how are you? When you live anywhere in this world and you reside in a community or anything, you have to support the locals where you are. You have to support the stores where you are. You have to support the gas station wherever that is in that community. You have to support those people. You know. Oh, it must say wagwan. I must say so. Oh, okay. Cause thank you, Norton, for correcting me. Because I was wondering. Because I'm saying, anywhere you go to reside, even if you're spending 6 months, 2 months, 3 months, you have to support the community that you're in. The state you're in or the country you're in for however long you're gonna be there because you're gonna be there. You know what I mean? So it's all about. So thank you for that. Okay, can you make me a mod? Oh, you want to be a moderator? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Because I'm still learning this thing. Hold on, Lily plays DTI. Hold on. Oop, hold on. All right, there you are. So you're welcome. DTI, let me know. So welcome everyone and blessings to everyone. Blessing to anyone. And John Brister, please keep me in your prayers. Wishing you a very happy new year. My friends, is John from Brooklyn, New York, saying hello. Oh, welcome, John from in New York. And our thoughts and prayers will be with you in whatever you're going through and whatever you're dealing with. We're all dealing with something, and to God be the glory, He will restore us. This is the year we have to claim, restore, 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 renew, renew, renew. You know what I mean? He will restore us in our own way, own rights, or anything, whatever that look like. So just prayers, blessings. Okay? So welcome everybody. Welcome, all right? And God bless you all, you know what I mean? So this year I want to start do some more things like I want to do things a little different, but I'm tackling the house first because you don't want to be just stuck in one spot all day. I want to be able to okay, go. I've slept in my bedroom since my mom left. What that mean? I have slept in my room since my mom left since July, so I clean it up and everything, but I haven't gone in it. Yes, just keep holding the faith, and no matter what's going on, you always whisper prayer to God. Always remember how they tossed Daniel in the lion den. I remember because he refused to bow down and call the king God because they were telling him, the king's men were telling him to bow down to him and pray only to the king, and he refused. No, he said only one person he believed in, and his God. And when they threw him in the lion den, they thought the lion was gonna eat him, but the lion came. God came to save him. Send His angel to come and save him. So whatever we're going through, we just have to always remember that. You know what I mean? to our deepest, darkest, whatever it is. So God bless you. God bless you all. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, God over everything. Listen, if Cartel can spend 13 years in a jail and can't come out, I say, you have to big up Jesus, even when he out there in my creating Freedom Street concert or something. What say you? Why can't you call on Jesus? If he can call on Jesus, because many people will have different opinions of somebody. But if the man that you would have a negative opinion of or a positive opinion of or anything can still call on God, what say you? You know what I mean? Whatever we're going through, what say us? Why we can't? We just have to continue to believe and have faith, that he can move mountain. He will move it. We just have to believe. Because as I said, I'm tackling the things that look impossible. And that start with the house, with where I'm living. My living condition or living arrangement, how things are looking and I don't like it. I'm not gonna sit here for this year and just do well, do well, do well. I'm just gonna get up, get up, get up, and get back to where how I was raised and how I used to do things. You know what I mean? Where we have everything here. But then I realized that I big up to all the mothers out there, because you never know how you're gonna tackle life until you have children. Because when you don't have the children, things are organized. Most people are very much organized. When you don't have children, everything is organized. Everything is what they call it OCD, everything. And when you have children, it's like, what? This is impossible. Because as soon as you do it, then here comes the termite. And they just come and they just, you know what I mean? And they just rock your world again. And there you have it again. So kudos to all the mothers out there. I ain't gonna lie. Kudos to you. Man, I only have 2 kids. So I'm saying kudos to anyone who have more than 2 kids. We all who have one or two, you already know the drill. But when you have like two going up, headache. They're beautiful, but headache. Because it's like you constantly have a 9 to 5. A 9 to 5, literally, that does not pay your bills at all. It pay your mental health because it give you a whole lot. Sometimes you go into deep depression, and even though I'm joking around, it's literally true. Sometimes you go into deep depression. Sometimes you go into the fact like you start questioning yourself. Am I becoming nasty? You know what I mean? Am I becoming ew? There's so many things that as parents you would never know until you become a mother. So I have to say kudos to all the ladies out there, man. All the females that have children and are holding it down. And even to the single fathers or the fathers who are there helping with their children and know the struggle that this is real. You know what I mean? Yes, I have fire behind me, but this one you don't need no ambulance. Thank you, EM. You know, and they probably mean the lights behind me. They look like they're burning, so I don't know. But man, we gotta shout out to these people, man. It's not easy. Sometimes you have the car and you're afraid to open your car door. Cause you just clean it out and then you give them probably Burger King, whatever it's fast food you give them or whatever snacks you grab for them while you're on the road and why did you give it to them? So you could be stressful out again? you know, I used to have a conversation with him when I used to work at this restaurant. I used to have a conversation with this customer. He just come in there one day and he saw me cleaning up and I don't know how we just start talking. But sometimes you have people who just come across your path and you just connect instantly, just talking randomly. You don't even know the person, you know what I mean? And he was saying, I understand because I got kids, but guess what? I got a dog. And he said, I got a dog right now and I'm scared sometimes to open my trunk because the dog tear my seat. And I bust out laughing because it just gives me a sigh of relief. You know what I mean? It's not easy. It's not easy, man. It just gives me a sigh of relief because I'm like, okay, I can stop stress myself out. I can stop worry over the things that sometimes you have no control over because one, you don't know what the kids are thinking in that moment when and sometimes I don't even think these kids realize exactly what they were doing. You know what I mean? To be honest, because they just being themselves. Like since night I was fixing the vacuum. Oh, I learned how to fix the vacuum now, guys. So because I had tossed one out before, because I didn't think I could fix it. Now I'm fixing vacuum, guys. So I feel good about that. So I and thanks to YouTube, Google and YouTube, because when I tell you, when I Google how to fix the brand new vacuum I have with the code that was on my vacuum, they put out some stuff, but there was not really enough things there. It was just telling you about, you can check if the thing that pick up the dirt or something, if that is too loose, then it's not, is that mean the belt need changes. On if there is nothing going up into the container that the garbage normally go into, that means that it's a hose. So when I checked that out, I realized it was a hose. Oh, Sugarwood skateboarding, your dog passed away. Oh my God. Wow, sorry to hear. May his soul rest in peace. Wow. you know. All dog lovers out there, you have dogs that you deal with all of them and they're going through some prayers to everyone out there, man. Prayers. So I'm tackling the impossible this year, guy. Everything that seem impossible, everything that I would have heard growing up as a kid that you can't do, I'm gonna tackle those things. I'm gonna fight my fears and I'm gonna tackle those things. And I imploring everyone for everything you hear that you cannot do. And this year is like the year to do it. Well, as long as it is something that's gonna uplift you, it's gonna build you. It's whatever that look like for you. You know what I mean? Be your true authentic self. Cause sometimes we can't. You had a heart attack. What? You had a HEART, a heart. You have a heart attack. You're so funny. Yeah. Well, may his soul rest in peace. What was his name? May his soul rest in peace. And enough love to everyone. Enough love to everyone. This year is gonna be a great year. Great year. Enough love to everyone. So I got my computer decks and I got my computer chair. I just have to unbox it yet. I get what you were saying. I get you. That's why I spell it the other way. And I was laughing too. Because I know sometimes the type of error there, sometimes it's hilarious when you're typing. Especially when you're typing fast and trying to go on. If you want to know if you can spell, man, those errors sometimes, man, they knock you up your head quick. Oh, okay. Baka. Okay, that's a nice name. Oh, Nala? Okay. Nala is a nice name. I used to have a dog named Marley, but he died. He was tiny and liked to scream. It's all he do is scream. Nala, yes. Okay, Nala. Okay. Yes, ma'am. But enough blessings. Happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. And remember, if you have a channel, leave me a comment. I will check you guys out because in the coming year, in the coming months, because right now I'm in the process of getting everything together with my son because Monday he go back to school. I finally get the computer decks out of the living room so I could put it in his playroom and everything. Oh, okay. Oh, mix it up. Okay, Shih Tzu. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Mine. What was mine mixed with? He was mixed with Shih Tzu. What else? Ooh, I don't even remember. So why now? Yeah. So enough love and respect and manners to everybody. You know what I mean? Enough love, manners and respect. So when oh, I'll be watching the news too. GB 2000. Oh no. No, we don't just talk about the Bible. Somebody say something about the Bible, that's how we talk about it. Also, we do like to do things internally because I know everybody, people are kind of sensitive and everybody religion is different. Some people don't do religion and everything, but you know what I mean. But to each his own. But if somebody's saying something and I can put 2 shilling in, why not? You know what I mean? My heart goes out to all those people, man, that was celebrating for the holiday and lose their life. My heart goes out to the family of those people in New Orleans there, because so my heart goes out to everyone who is grieving right now. Based on what was happening and everything, lost loved one recently. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I used to work at the school, and the principal gave me this for a Christmas gift. So I keep it in my ears. And then these I had bought them. But this one here, she had give it to me a while back. So, and I guess they're real silver because they last long in the ears. When somebody give me something, I like to wear them and let they see them. Appreciate. So I got it from my old principal. So that was nice. But I hope everyone is having a blessed night tonight, and whatever seems impossible, just let yourself know it's not impossible. What we need to do is just keep fighting, keep pushing, and all these things. Now, when I mean fight, I'm not talking literally fight, physically fighting or anything, but just pray and stay in your lane and keep going, keep pushing, keep rising. Stay in your lane. Don't get out your lane. Only time you need to get out your lane is when you're getting out to go in your house or wherever, but you don't need to. Stay in your lane and you will always accomplish, because when your number is about to be called, you will know when it's about to be called. You know. Yes, and then is anybody a Lion fan? Cause I'm telling you, you know what I was thinking, guys. Like I was asking my fans today. Well, nobody didn't answer me. It was sad. Nobody answered me. That's okay. Carter, how are you? How are you? The Lion game is gonna go on this Sunday at 8:20 p.m. downtown Detroit. So I was asking if anybody want me to go down there so you guys could see. But then again, I went down there today and I was watching my video back. The video, the camera thing was not giving me the clear pictures. It was blurry and all these things. So I don't know. Maybe I need to upgrade my things. I don't know. I don't know. Because when I was watching back the video, it's the camera was not doing me no good at all. I was looking good on the camera, like I'm looking at you now or anything, and it's nice and clear on my end. But then when somebody was pointing out that my camera was like, I forgot what the person was saying. My camera was like, but then when I rewatch the video now after I posted it, I'm like, my camera need to be. Well, I'm using my phone. Anybody watching me, I'm using my phone. That's the only thing I use to do my videos. My phone, you know. So, man, I'm telling you, when it's not one thing, it's the other. But as soon as I can get me a phone, I will. I will, but not right now. Because I had got me one hoping that that phone would have given me justice. Took it to the store and they said, in Metro, they told me that seemed like it's a knockoff. So you win or you lose, because I had to pay back my credit card. So, I don't want to keep running my credit card up. So I just use what I can for right now, you know what I mean? Because when you're a single parent and you have to be juggling with your children and everything become of utmost importance. So I have to make sure I prioritize things properly. Not just to go wild because I have a credit card or anything. Because the bill gotta pay back. Magical world, good night. Hola. Wherever you're watching for, hola, como esta? I say niyama. Niyama in Chinese, niyama. Hello, how are you? I think bokete mean you're welcome. think so. You say I am from the where you from? Ooh. Wow. You know, stress. Oh, you're from India. I think my kids watch your little magical cartoons and stuff like that. Welcome from India. Welcome. Enough love. For everyone, wherever you're watching from, enough love to you, enough love to your country. Big shout out to your country. Wow. God Gaming. Hola, hola. Hello, hello. Good night, everyone. Good night. You know, it's some young, bright future people passed away because of that man who run into them. But now they're saying that he was in a whole lot of trouble, about to lose his house, despite making $125,000 salary. Because what people fail to understand, even though somebody's salary might be 125,000, you know, but when all the taxes come out and all of this, then they said he had to pay alimony to his wife's. I think how much a wife he had, ex-wife, and then he had to pay child support. You know, a whole lot of stress. You know what I mean? And my suggestion to anybody going through anything right now is that you think before you leap, because the consequences of life will always greater on you later when you realize that things not working out the way you want to. You think before you leap, because yes, it all seemed good and cool in the beginning of getting in anything, life, friendship, relationship, or anything in the beginning. But then when you get into the situation, then you realize, oh, that's not what I wanted. So now it's too late because you already tied a knot and all of these things. And then after you get out of it, then one person want to be mean, one person want to be greedy, one person like he want everything, he or she, vice versa. It doesn't matter which side, you know what I mean? So please, people, man, it's tough thing, you know, and young people who are out there and gonna make these decisions. You know, whosoever make these decisions before, there's nothing they can do about it now because they already done. You know what I mean? But when you look and you look back and you say, you know, yes, things happiness, these, the butterflies, everything coming. But man, I'm telling you, man. And then it's so hard to know these things. You're not gonna know most things until you get into it. You know what I mean? that is and that is the part that I don't understand. And then some people hide who they are until they know they lower you into, I do, yeah, okay, I got some extra bill that this person don't know about, but this person love me, so this person go pay up all my bills, and then I'm gonna toss them out, or I'm gonna throw them out the door, or I'm gonna file for a divorce, and I'm gonna ruin their life because I need some money and I need this and I need that, you know. And then here comes karma, the pressure in your head about to be burst, and then you can't take it no longer. Here comes you exploding with not just one, not just two, but multiple. It's tough, you know, and that's why it's good to always, for majority of us who've been through certain things before, we already know that if we had known the impossible, I don't think what we did to try to make things possible, I don't think we would have done it. You know what I mean? Whatever that looked like for you in life. If you had known that some people were gonna be sweet manipulators in life, the things are the road you trod with them, maybe you would have done it. If you had just get an inch of looking in the future with them. But you don't know what the future look like with no one until you're literally there with them. Either you get caught up in this, you get caught up in that, then you realize, okay, the monster's out. And then you have to fight so hard to get out. It's tough. You know, everybody don't build the same way, but it's a tough situation. You know, it's very tough. You know, and then some people want to be so greedy. Didn't help with nothing while they were doing anything. Didn't contribute to nothing. Now they become like a parasite, walking around, and you have to fabricate them like, oh, this is this, oh, this is that. And then in the end, they would take everything from you, the sheet, the bed, the laptop. You know what somebody told me once? And up until now, I'm still laughing. Somebody told me once that if we should ever get married or whatever, what's theirs, what's mine is there. They don't say what's theirs is mine, you know. They say what's mine, which is me, is theirs. They make sure point it out first. You think I would be fool to marry you? You go look at me first and tell me what is mine, which is mine, is yours. And I'm gonna be foolish to be saying I do to you. The only time I will be saying I do to you is when you never say that. And then in the end you say that, then I'm already in it. I just have to say, Lord, have mercy. It's crazy. But I would encourage anybody to pay attention, no matter how you think things is, because sometimes you be making the same amount as the opposite person, and one person squander their money, the other one save their money. That relationship ain't gonna last because one squander and one save. That relationship to me ain't gonna last. That's just my opinion. Because you're trying to knit and not make two ends meet while the other person trying to flaunt and gal and this and boy and this and that. And then in the end, when you realize that I'm not having this, whether you're he or she, then one wanna throw a tantrum. You know what I mean? And all these things. So we gotta pay attention. And I got two boys. I have to educate them on a lot of stuff. Because these things are for real, man. Line, how are you? I'm doing good. How are you? I'm here. We gotta educate because after a while then some people left with a burden. Some people have all these things, and when things go wrong, they're left with everything to do for other people that wasn't their problem. And that's is very tough. You know how many people dealing with these things right now? That's very good. That's good. Oh, okay, okay. Probably I need to turn the light off then, I don't know. Or if I turn the other light off, then this light will be pale. It won't be like that. But it's tough, you know. But as I tell you guys, and then you have some people, they just literally greedy, you know. I used to be around somebody and they used to call their parents and tell them, hey, this girl. Oh, okay. Amy, how are you? Oh, yeah, this is going to be up until the Lion goes Super Bowl. So at night, I'll just plug it in. I'm not going to plug it in every night, but, for so, I'll plug it in. And this is my little decoration. So in the data, you can see Detroit is on the clock. This was when the Super Bowl come here. And then the helmet over here. See those helmet, guys? I got them when I went to Super Bowl. They were paper helmet and I kept them. So yeah. I'm doing good here for the new year, trying to clean my hot mess up. Well, not really say hot mess, but rearranging back to school Monday. So I gotta cleaning up and cleaning up my son playroom, getting my new computer decks and chairs. So, finally get it up my living room. Things just seem impossible enough trying to tackle them, tackle them. Well, you keep praying. One of these days you will. One of these days you will. You keep putting the things out there in the universe and work towards it. Stay out of trouble and everything, so you have a good track record. That's always very important, because a lot of people say they want to travel, but if you don't have a good track record, that can also hinder you. So have a good track record, and wherever you are, a good way to travel as well too is through the while you're in college, you work towards going to college and apply for one of the work and travel program if that is in your area, and then you can get also to travel. So that's a good way as well too. Yes. So if you are in college or university or anything, I don't know how they do their stuff there, but that's one way to come to America as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I'm praying, because, we're on a mission to, because some things I'm seeing, it don't sit well with me, but, even though I don't want to discuss it too much, but it don't. Yeah, I never been to Europe, though, hopefully one day. I have family there, just never been there. Just never been there, but I have family there tell me it's great and stuff. Yeah. But you keep putting things out there, because when I was a young little girl too, I always say, you know what, I used to watch the plane up in the sky. I used to watch the planes up in the sky and say, you know what, one of these days I'm gonna travel. She right now I'm in United States of America. I'm in the USA. And I used to look up in the sky and I said, see all these planes coming and going. And I used to be fascinated by it. In Europe, but I don't know exactly where, but I just know I have family over there in Europe, even though Europe is a continent. And I know I got family in England, for sure. No, no, I'm not. Mm-mm. No, Sheila, I'm not. Well, in order to get money, you have to have to get 4,000 watch hours in order to get that. But I appreciate every little thing counts. You'd have to watch the videos. I have a plenty of shorts out there if you don't want to watch long videos to watch and support. That's one because I want to do my goal for my channel is to be able to help others, and it doesn't matter how far you are in the world. If I can help, my goal is to help. Yeah, actually earlier I talked to my girlfriend. When I came home, she called on my WhatsApp, and then I missed the call because my kids take my delete my WhatsApp off my regular phone, and because it's full, I put a memory chip in there, still nothing. And she called me. I said, "Where you calling from?" She said she going home. I'm like, "Girl, I didn't even know you were in England." Yes, but she's my lawyer friend, so she's in England, about to head back home. She probably on her way back home now. Because when I talked to her at around, what time did I talk to her? Probably around seven something tonight. It was like one something in the evening in England when I spoke to her. Yeah. So yeah. But you keep hope, 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 hope. Write down things. Well, she was packing her stuff up because she got to leave too. She's flying back to Jamaica because her mom had passed away. So, this month is gonna be the funeral and stuff. Oh, it's around 7 a.m. here. Okay, so are you in England? It didn't sound like you were in England. Netherlands. I used to have. Oh, you're in Netherlands. Actually, I used to have a friend in Netherlands. I don't even know if that person's still alive or something. Yes, thank you. I used to have a friend in Netherlands. I used to play a game, and we used to have this friend, and he used to be from Netherlands. I don't think that person alive now though. I'm not sure because I don't know how old they were at the time. They seemed like they were more on the elderly side. Very nice person. They had computer back then. Used to help me teach me with computer, you know, and everything. But thank you, Amy. Thank you, and God bless everybody who stopped by. Blessings, blessings. So this month is gonna be the funeral. I don't know if she gonna stream live. If she gonna stream live, then she will send me the link or so forth. And that is in Portland, Jamaica. So anybody want to see Portland, Jamaica? I know you guys see it so many times because you have so many YouTubers that go to Portland. Oh, great pronunciation of Netherlands. Okay, Netherlands. I think sometimes when we don't take our time to pronounce our words, that's what mess me up sometimes. But when I take my time, then I say yes. Talking fast when I get everything out the way quick and fast is like the time is running me down, so I gotta run, you know what I mean? So talk so fast sometimes you don't get the time to pronounce the word properly. It's like eating fast, you don't get the time to chew all that food. You're like a turtle. Oh yes, but blessings to everyone. Just tackling the impossible this year, tackling everything that from cleaning up, rearranging, having a good mind frame and everything. Oh yes, well, I'm a fast learner, but not this time around. But I'm a very fast learner. Especially, I have to be comfortable. If I'm not comfortable, no matter what you say, my head, my brain is as this. They have this theory said children were born like blog say that would be me. But if I learn something, baby, you gonna know it. Because if I learn something new, I'm gonna share it. If I figure something out and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna share it. Because they want others to grow and learn too. You know what I mean? Jason, hi, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Good night. I know it's probably morning for some of you, or you're at work, wherever you are. Good morning and good night. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Amy. You as well. Appreciate. This is for you. Because I notice when I'm on the phone, I can't send no text. But if I was on the computer, then I could communicate back and forth with you guys. Like in the chat, I could communicate back and forth. And that's why I want to get everything together. So when I'm doing stuff, I can just sit back, relax, and kids are straight, house is straight. When I mean straight, I'm looking and I'm not looking at, oh, I have to put all the junk to one side. No, I'm looking at the house, not looking at junk. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do, achieve those goals and get back into the groove, of how I used to be. But having children really do take a change in your mind frame, your mind frame, which is your mindset as well, and how you do things. Sometimes you just get exhausted, overwhelmed, and another time you're just on this high note, high energy, excited, fun, loving, and then you have this side sometimes where, oh, I'm not so fun anymore. You just go down into this state of why why is this? Why am I a single mom? Why I have to go through this? You just start becoming a child again. When the child reaches a certain stage of their development, they start to say, Mama, why? Every time you say something, they follow up with a why question. Then this is me acting like a child now. Why? Become singing it. You know what I mean? So there are several things that even becoming a mom that no one ever prepared for. No one ever prepared for that come with the journey of being a mother. And that's is so hilarious and crazy sometimes. Because sometimes it's fun, and then the next time it's not. And then sometimes you just want to be left alone. And then another time you just want to see the kids in your eyes. You want to see they play. You want to see they jump. You want to see they have so many things. But there is just so much that you have to endure. And then sometimes you don't even get to take care of yourself no more either. Because now you're making sure that they get a shower, you're making sure that their hair is combed if they have hair. You're making sure that they are fed. Sometimes you don't even eat. I remember even yesterday morning I got up, I fed them breakfast and I didn't eat nothing till in the day anybody was on my life. I went and got me some food. And it's a good thing I know how to fast, so I'm not hungry. You know what I mean? Because every day when I say, okay, or sometimes I just hear the voice, okay, just get the kids something to eat and you just go fast or something. So I had to, you know, good thing I learned how to fast. Because if I didn't, because sometimes your stomach would be saying out there, hello, so it's, but I say kudos to all the mother. Because some of the times you don't see the behind the scene things when you see us come on here. You just see what you see right here. The junk could push to the side or anything. You don't see the real truth sometimes. things that you need to say, you know what? I was going through this, but now I see her house. That means I'm not alone. You know, because everybody, if they gonna come online, I'm not saying it's everybody now, because if you have people who are supportive and helpful to you, you won't be in this kind of bracket. It's when you don't have those kind of support. And some people do well striving on their own by themselves. Not everybody strive on their own by themselves. You see what I'm saying? So one size don't fit all people. So you have to understand that. You know, I love to see friends and family around because I like to cook and all these things. You know, show off your skills, what you can do from what you cannot do. You know, and it's not just to show it out, but also to bring them together and show them that, hey, this is me, welcome. You know, because I even remember after I had baby and my sister came to help me out, and because I had preeclampsia, when she came to help me out, she said, okay, I'll do the cooking because I wasn't supposed to go on the stove. And one day she was helping rearranging my house for me. She she literally pulled the whole place down and rearranging things. She said, okay, do you need this? Because I think this need to go. I wasn't living here. I was living at another apartment and everything. And then I saw her flat out tired. I said, don't worry. She said, one thing with you, you're always cooking. And that's where I learned. I think I need to make more videos of those. Because I remember somebody reached out to me when I just started as a mom. And I used to go to the store so much to buy baby cereal. You know, baby cereal, because now they start eat. Yeah. And I used to go to the store so often to buy baby cereal. Sometimes I don't got the money to buy the baby cereal. Sometimes it's the pure milk I give him. And mind you know, when a child start eat food and you give them just so milk, that's not gonna hold them. When a child start eat food and as they grow older, they are not, the milk is not gonna hold them alone. It's not gonna be substantial enough for them. They're gonna be hungry because they're gonna pee that out. So I remember one day I was in my kitchen and I'm like, Lord, I don't have any more cereal, baby cereal. And I literally heard a voice said, yes, you got cereal, but it's not baby cereal. You see the rice cereal, guys? When I tell you your mind will tell you what to do, you will never be hungry in this world. Like, just listen to your inner thoughts. So I heard a voice say, get the baby cereal, the what they call it, the rice cereal, because I had the rice cereal. So whatever was in my house, that's what the voice was directing me to. Not to go out there and beg, but to direct me to what was already in the house. Because I had cereal for the other baby, for the big one at the time. So, and the baby was crying because he was greedy. Was greedy. The little one was greedy. Yeah. He go through food like he was nothing, like he was buying it, you know. And guys, I get the whole milk at the time. I got the whole milk. Okay, he was still young, but he was eating at the time. He was eating food now, solid food. So I got the whole milk. I soak the rice cereal, put the rice cereal in a bowl, soak it with the whole milk, and then put it in the fridge. That's one way to make it saggy. And then the next day I will warm it up, get a fork, whip it together, and it becomes smooth just like the cereal that they would regular buy at the store, and give it to him. And I did a video about that. It's on my YouTube channel. I forgot the name of that video. And somebody reached out to me and said, you should have show us exactly what you did. And when I tell you, up till this blessed day, that little boy is drinking cereal every now and then. He said, Mommy, I need my bottle. And I love to make him the bottle. You know why? Because he getting the nutrient, you know, because the cereal, at least I don't have to worry about anything. And sometimes I put little cinnamon and nutmeg in there when he get older now. I start with cinnamon and nutmeg in there. So there's ways to save your children if you can't buy the cereal off the shelf. Soak that bad boy in some milk. The milk that they are, you can soak it in 1%, 2%, or the whole milk. You know, but when they grow and a little older, you prefer to give them the 2% or the 1%. They recommend that. But when they little bit younger now, you give them the whole milk. You know, they give them the whole milk. I took class on those things. So you get the whole milk when they little younger. And I soak those guys, I'm telling you. And and then I have a bottle. I cut the top part of it out a little bit bigger because he get older now where he can drink it too. And now it make it like a little porridge for him and put little stuff in there. Now I start to put just a little bit of sugar to blemish it now because his taste buds start to change. But when he's younger, you don't put no sugar. You just put the whole milk and that's it, no sugar. But as they get older, even you as you get older, your taste buds start to change. So I just blemish it with little sugar. He don't like the honey, so I don't use the honey. So I put the sugar in there. He call it, Mommy, can you put some cougar? And I bust out laughing all the time because if you even know what cougar mean, he call sugar cougar. Mommy, can you put some cougar? Yes, guys, and that's what. And from that day, I get that idea, guys. I never had to go to the store again to be stocking up and six, maybe five, six cereal, baby cereal, because I used to get them the oatmeal one or the rice cereal. And I'm like, just get the regular rice cereal in that container there and do what you gotta do. And the rice cereal is much more easier to soak and get out the way real quick. Your kids start eat, and trust me, guys, you could put a little cinnamon, a little vanilla, a little nutmeg in there. And if you don't want to microwave it, you can boil it on top of the stove and make it into a porridge. And guys, that tastes so good. And you can add a little condensed milk in there if you want, or you evaporate it when they get little older, not when they're too young. You know what I mean? You just give them the regular whole milk with the cereal. Guys, when I tell you that saved me and saved me some dollars, I'm telling you, because those cereal ain't cheap at all. And sometimes you don't have the money. And even if you get little help or anything, when that run out, because you have a child who eats, when that run out, what you gonna do? You're gonna have to go in your pocket and go get the cereal. So that saved me right up till this blessed day. And that was the happiest moment for me. When I say it was the happiest moment, it was the happiest. I remember at the time too, I didn't even drive. I was driving. Happiest moment for me, guys. So I'm telling you, if you're mothers out there and you're struggling, you have a baby and you don't have the baby cereal to give them, create your own baby cereal, baby. I'm telling you, start with the rice cereal, soak it overnight. So in the morning when you get up and gotta whip it in that bottle. And when you whip it, you half warm the milk into a container first, not with the bottle, with a container. Then pour it in there and then add another cold milk in there to kind of blemish it out nicely warm, lukewarm it for the child to drink it. That's what I do. Yes. Maybe one of these days I will do a demonstration of either you boil, show you where you boil it on the stove and the stuff you can put in there, and show where you can soak it and put it overnight in the fridge. And trust me, it work, guys. Trust me. You don't have to use no blender to blend nothing. It do work. So these are the things where we're gonna tackle. Tackle the impossible, the things that you don't have in front of you. They're in front of you. You're just scared because you're saying, you know what? Even though he's eating salad, but they said to get baby cereal, baby. You get the cereal that you gotta get to save those kids' life. You'd rather have some cereal to eat than don't have any. Joe, what's going on? How are you? BASG, how are you? How are you doing? Joe Reginton, how are you? Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate. Leave me a text message so I can keep the going, keep everything going, okay? On my channel. Always just leave me a message, Even if you don't watch the video and you have a channel, that's fine with me. Just leave me a message. But one of these days I think I will yes, this is live. It's not a video, but I'm using my phone, so I can text you back. I can If I was using my laptop, then I'm able to text. But in this case, I can't text you. I probably can just talk and say hi, how are you, and etc. But I'm telling you, all you mothers out there and everything, and you're at this point where your child are eating solid, and you get to the point where you have bills coming up, so many things coming up, and you can't get to buy the rice cereal that they recommend for the babies to eat with the iron in their baby. All the other cereal that they recommend for the kids with no sugar are rice cereal, what they call it, honey, one with honey and almond. It was random stuff. I was just talking about right now that when I had baby and sometimes I couldn't afford to buy baby cereal, I had to use the regular rice cereal or the other cereals that don't have sugar, and soak it with the milk, the 1%, the whole milk, the 2% milk, and so forth, so my baby could still eat. Once they were eating solid food, you know what I mean, and that really help a lot. And you can put little cinnamon, nutmeg, and vanilla up inside of there as well to help. Take the pressure off when they start eating solid food, or not before. But when they start eating solid and whole milk, when they start off, and I think after they turn one, they use 2 or 1%. Yes. Hmm. Well, you see, my life, I have two children, and sharing these things when they come to my thought could help somebody else that is out there and probably struggling and have children and nobody to help them sometime, or they're too afraid to ask for help also. But hearing these things sometimes can help save somebody. No, you don't put no sugar. You don't put no sugar. Only time you put sugar in there is like if they get old enough, like maybe 3, 4, and they want you just blemish it with little sugar. But no, my son don't like a honey in his, but if your child like honey, then you could put a little honey in there, but not, but give them those naturally store, make their taste bud used to the freshness, you know because I used to just mix it just like that, no sugar, just mix it just like that. You soak the rice cereal in milk overnight. By tomorrow morning that be soggy, and then you can either microwave it or you boil it on top of your stove. Yes. Oh, you have 5 kids. Okay, so yes, because it's not easy. Only when they're eating solid food. If they're not eating solid food, you don't. That's not recommend. But yeah, no need for sugar. No. But some kids not gonna eat it without the sugar. So sometimes you have to blemish it with a little, not nothing much. Because one thing a lot of people don't understand with milk. Milk don't require you to pour a lot of sugar. You pour a lot of sugar in milk, it's gonna become too sweet. All you need is just a little drizzle. They say a pinch of salt is just a pinch of sugar. Or you don't give them store. Or you create your own cereal. What kind of cereal you give to them? But I give them the rice cereal also. The ones that they say more healthier or whatever. So and it don't have no sugar. So that's the one. So even if I buy the sweet sugar and sweet cereal now, they barely eat it. Oh, you're getting the rice cereal. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's the one. The rice cereal. Or they have the almond one, the honey almond. What do they call that one? With the granola. Yes, I soak that one too. Because sometimes you gotta change your taste bud up so they can accustom to different variety of cereals. But I don't use the sweet ones. I don't use those. And the regular cornflakes too. That one you have to soak it and then whip it with this fork. You use a fork and whip it. After it's soak, and then you warm it up and whip it. Yeah, I don't bother use the blender. I just soak it overnight. Oh, you blend the rice to powder. Oh, okay, that's nice. All right, see. You see how we're learning? That's one way to achieve greatness in like sometimes we're struggling, and I know a lot of mothers out there probably out there struggling with their children. Sometimes can't find a cereal. I don't. They can find the cereal, but they don't have the money to buy. These are some great ideas in ways you can combat hunger. If you ever to go with one of the store brand cereal too, as long as it's stopping a gap, baby. You're talking about can't do without food. So food is the stuff of life. So I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Quick and fast. Quick and fast, we on. Quick and fast. Oh yes, but those the every one of us not gonna do that. But yes, that's good idea. Cause we do rice porridge too. We used to eat and drink rice porridge. I would drink it in a while. Oh, you love cereal too. Oh, that's nice. Hi, Covenant One. How are you? Yes, man. And because gone were the days when we think that everything we have to go purchase from the store and everything, and we have to get that specific thing for everybody to say. No, we just have to find ways. Oh, rice pudding. Yes, rice pudding is nice too. It's very nice. I'm doing good, Covenant One. I'm doing good. You know. We can't give up, because these are helping other people. You'll be shocked to know that somebody watching, even if they're not commenting in here, but you will be shocked to know somebody watching and hear us talking about that and say, you know what? I know a lady with some kids, and sometimes it's hard for her to get baby feeding for her children. She could say, you know what? I saw this lady was talking about, she just use the milk and soak it, and boom, baby cereal is right there with milk and something regular milk. So that way you can ease the pressure of you going out there every second, because baby cereal is not cheap no more. You know? And you eat some of it. It's too good. Yes, it's good. Yes. And my sons them they like rice cereal too. So that's one of the popular cereal I normally get. Even when I used to get the baby cereal, I used to get mostly the rice cereal because they don't like the oatmeal. If I got oatmeal in the house and they don't even drink that. So we don't like oatmeal. Oh, you're in Australia. Welcome. Australia in the house. I am in USA right now. Yes. So you never know. You'll be surprised to know that even if you don't do this stuff or don't need this stuff, you'll be surprised to know that word of mouth can help somebody stop the gap of hunger. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go places and people think that they didn't even realize that the regular box of cereal, they could have just poured some milk on it, mix that up or boil it as they say on the stove and whip that up real quick and give it to their children to save their life, instead of just give it to them in a bowl. But what about the baby who is solid eating solid food but yet not can swallow everything, their food gotta be mushy out, you know? So yes, you'd be surprised to know things out there. Sometimes we share in our life and what we've been through is to tell everybody else that this is okay. You can try stuff. Trial and error is about for every single person on this planet. Trial and error. As long as you're breathing, it's for every one of us. We go through the trials, we go through the ups and downs. It's so easy to just go and cook a meal at home and go find someone homeless to give it to. Yes, it's so easy, but guess what? If you don't have a decent home to cook food from, I don't think I would want to cook. Everything got to be organized and properly before doing all of that. Because if I'm going to give people food from my home, I want to make sure that everywhere is clean, well organized, no drunk, no fuss, no problem. You know what I mean? Because you don't just want to box everything to one side and I want to do that. But one of these days, one of these days, we have a new year. We just started. We have 12 months to go. We're taking all the notes we can learn from it. I have a lady friend too. She said, she was talking to me and she was sharing some things that she have always wanted to do, and I told her sooner or later I probably can. She's a She's a subscriber of my channel as well. But I know her, I've seen her and everything. And we were talking and she said, and I told her maybe one of these days, we gotta grow, take our time to grow. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I never say that's fine. No, no problem. Oh, there are one is 6, one is 3. Yeah. And this year one is about to be 7, one is about to be 4. So yes. So they're going. But the little one up till this blessed day, Mama, I want my bottle. I want my bottle. It's so funny. And if you make the cereal and he don't like it, he say, Mommy, I don't like it. Yucky. So certain cereal I try him with and he don't like it, but the rice cereal and stuff like that, he will drink that. So yeah. Oh, they're running the house, and their boys, they're running the house, man. They're running me. They're running me down instead of me running them down. You tell them one thing and they go through this years and come right back through this one like whoop. You just spit me out like Jordan. They will whoop. No, where I live, we're not allowed to have animals unless we have I think unless it's a turpy like turpy dog or whatever, but we're not allowed. Hmm. But one of these days, cause they love dog. When they go out on the street and they see dogs, they just skip. Hey, hey, hey! I remember one time I was on live and I think it was at the Super Bowl. We were on live. Yeah, but we are not allowed to have the. We are not allowed because it's not like we have a need for it. You know what I mean? But just want to have it. You know. I remember one time I was on my live when the Super Bowl. We had this. They had the Super Bowl in Michigan, and we were at the Super Bowl. Yes, when they hosted Super Bowl last year, we were at the Super Bowl here in Michigan. And I was on my live and somebody said, "Look at the kids that they don't used to dog. They're like what? They're stupid kids." Somebody literally said the kids were stupid. Guys, I'm telling you, because they were all playing with the dog and everything. So I know they like dogs. So when I have a house, even if it's renting a house, then I can do that. But living in an apartment, you can't do that. Yeah. But yes, man, we can stop the hunger gap by sharing what we do at home sometimes. Is a mind don't use. Well, you're giving me some assurance right there, you know. Listening to others sometimes always give you assurance, because sometimes we beat it up ourselves, and just hear somebody that's bold, plain, and just being honest, blatant honest about the struggles that they face in life, make you feel better. You know, I don't know about anybody, but I can speak for myself. Because then I realize, you know what, I'm not alone in this. Because even though I might have just two, but think about somebody who have more than two and have to deal with all the different ears that is in the house. You know what I mean? Because now you have more than one ears in the house. One going here, one going here, one going there. You know what I mean? So it give me hope that at least we can understand each other. You know what I mean? Where we come, we might not agree on everything, but we can understand where everybody is coming from. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I used to watch this channel. Well, not channel. I used to watch this yes, BSG bags. Yes. And I used to watch this channel. Yes, you're never alone, you know. You're never alone. We're never alone, and that's so true. I used to watch this. They used to have this thing where they show the different kind of parenting style on TV. How some people parents their children or whatever, and to see if it work well. Some people is a mixture of both. Or what, I don't know if anybody ever see that on TV. I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't seen it. I don't know if they're gonna have it again. Oh yes, well you know what? By the end of the day, they gonna grow up big like us. Don't we big now? You know, and that's where people don't understand. We were a kid once. But when we grow older, then we realize that certain things we are not going to tolerate, certain things we're not going to accept, and everything. Because even today, I was at my elderly church brother house, and then his son was saying something to him, and then he was saying something to his son, and his son was saying something back. And I said, you know what? The younger generation is not raising the way we were raised, and we have to learn to understand all of that and come up with different strategies to help combat some of those things. And what we consider as taught back, I said, is children expressing themselves. If we don't like it, then we can let them know. But we don't want to shut our kids up because they do this or do that. But it's so difficult sometimes, especially when you're having a conversation or anything. We tend to do that, shut them up, like have a seat, go sit down, or so. And that is the honest truth sometimes, depending on how your mood was going for that day or so forth, you know, and how you're feeling at that time, because we all have to talk about how we're going to. And I have to realize that when I like when my children express themselves, because then I can know what they're going through. I can tap into their emotion, and if it's a negative emotion they're having, then I can help to find a positive way of tackling that negative emotion of theirs that was about to take their whole life over, you know. Because sometimes if they said, if you don't get the children when they're young, in terms of when they see they start get their emotion twisted, when they say they start, they angry, they mad, all the negative things, if you don't try to tap into it with positive emotions and stuff like that, they're not going to realize that they could have come out that phase, and then they grow up and then they become so resentful, so spiteful, so become bullies, and all these things that you see now clearly happening in this world now. So we gotta take back the children, you know, take back the children, meaning that we gotta share the positive things of life, because it's so easy to fall into the bad things. And I personally seen that, because even sometimes I say something to my son, and even though it may not be a pleasant way of saying it to him, but just to see his reaction to it. But if I said something positive to him, he probably don't even get what I was saying, because he weren't interested. But as soon as I hear something that felt like it was rude or disrespectful, they just have this they just have this protection just come over them, and then it show on their face. They, if they were laughing or anything, they no longer laughing, they get serious now. That means it can tell you that you've been violating their territory, you know. So I'll be paying attention to a lot of these things. I'll be paying attention. Okay, as parents, one of our goal is to lead our children in the right direction. But who is always leading their children in the right direction when we have so many things going on? Sometimes we want to be left alone. And that's a negative emotion we have of ours too, you know. Thank you, thank you. Because as parents, and that's why we can't get the help we need, because as parents we're struggling with so many things. We're battling with our own emotions, good or bad, and we have to balance back out with our children, balance back out with house, balance out with bills, balance out with so many things that children would not be aware of. Because as parents, you're going to tackle the bills. They're so young for you to be discussing bills with them now. You can talk to them about money management at an early age, how to save, and so that's just the icing on the cake. But certain things like bills and all that, you ain't going to juice all of that to your children. That's like adding stress to the poor child, you know? Like the other night, I told him, I said, I'm going to set your computer desk and chair up before I go to bed. And he said, Mama, why you always making sure that I have everything? You need to take care of yourself too, Mama. I said, that's all right, my son. At least he's learning to pay attention, you know what I mean? But I had to let him know it's okay. And I felt good, don't get me wrong. I felt good that he was thinking beyond just what I was just trying to get the decks and chair for him. And he said, Mama, I think you should get some rest. And I, guys, I'm telling you, as much as I get on his nerve to shape him into a different world. Oh, yeah. Yeah. These kids eat so much nowadays. You go to the grocery store like 2, 3 times for the week. Because you're trying to make sure what you didn't get in life, or if you grow up and you struggle, even if you didn't struggle but you see others around you struggle, you don't want that for your children. You don't. Yes. Yes, and then one of the things I'm learning now too is also to give him the listening ears, because nowadays he calling me out like crazy, guys. And when I say he calling me out, he said, Mommy, why when I'm talking to you, you don't listen? Mama, I'm saying something. You know how I love that? Because he used to be the quiet child, and I'm trying to get him not to be out of his quietness, because it's good to be quiet because there's a time and place for everything, but I want him to express himself more, because the world we're living in now, anybody could come and just tell him to shut up, and then you're not aware and you're running harm way. But if it was a child that you know that you teach him, you don't want to shun him from what he want to be accustomed to, but also you want to open his eyes to other things around him, so he know when to speak and when not to speak, you know what I mean? So I was talking to him and everything, and I said, you got to express your word. So when he started to express his word, guys, I felt so good. But the little one now, whoo, the little one is not afraid. And when I say he's not afraid, if somebody knock him right here, he come and he say, Mama, ma bodo. He's just like this. He said, Mama, ma bodo. I said, what happened? Ma bodo. He knocked me right here. I said, where did it happen? He said, why here? Mama, my brother hit me right here. And he complaining and he making sure he know where it happened. But he's so funny, man. He's something else. Or he will tell his brother, don't hit me. Oh yeah, but some of the things I need to be mindful with my mouth. My mouth is sharp. You know the sharp mama mouth? Yes, mine is sharp. I'll be in my house like I need to create an apology book. I be apologizing like crazy. I don't know if any other parents apologize to their children like crazy. I be over here apologizing because we don't go to bed mad. I'm sorry. I do not go to bed mad. You're gonna have to put everything on pause. I'm not going to my bed mad. You go to bed mad, you might not wake up. I'm not going to my bed mad. So I try to make sure I rub things out real quick before, go in their room, sit with them, pray with them, talk with them, and especially the big one, and make sure everything is so good. Yes, yes, bags. I'm telling you, you got listen, man. I'm gonna create an apology book this last year. And then when I tell you, it come like no tears left in my brain. I don't know where my tears coming. No tears left in my brain. No tears left in my eyes, man. You gotta keep apologizing. What? I'm telling you, you know the drill. You know the drill. I'm telling you, man. But I think what are some of the things we really face with as parents is the things that we're not expressing our emotions. We're scared to say, oh, we don't want to cry in front of our children. Sometimes I'm gonna cry with little ones, a big one say, Mama, why are you gonna cry? So now I get tough with my crying and wait till they go to bed or something, and I be praying. Sometimes when they go to bed, guys, I be going in their room and they fall asleep and they snore. I go to cover them up and everything, and I just stretch my hand out and pray with them. And I say, God, I'm praying for God to redirect me in the midst of it, because sometimes you're being saying some mean things to your children. Don't be afraid, because you're a human being. Don't be afraid to have an apology book. Because you know what? I went to this seminar couple years back, and the lady that was talking, she studied, I think, child development or whatever, and she was saying that a lot of people scared to apologize to their children. Apologize to your children will also help them to combat the negative emotion that they start to build up in their mind. Because any parents know that they have children, and you were having a bad day. That child don't know you were having a bad day, but that child come and say something to you at the moment, and you wanted to blow off some steam. And what better way to blow steam off and than to blow it off with your children? So when you realize that you went overboard and these things, if I don't pray with my kids and apologize to them, and he will hug me up and he say, Mama, it's okay, Mama, I understand. So I told him, no, it's not okay, baby. Mommy don't need to talk to you a certain way. Mommy don't need to curse at you a certain way or anything. But how are we gonna know if we didn't try? We become failures when we get into that negative things, and we don't we say, oh, we're the bigger adult, we don't want to apologize. That's where failure comes. That's when our children deteriorate. Failure comes when we are parents and we are true parents to our children. We step up and let them know, listen, mommy's dealing with her own emotion. Sometimes you get some letters or some bills or something that even fling you over the board because you didn't expect it or something, and the child come right in the midst not knowing what is happening to you. Or so me, what I start to do now, instead of just saying, you know what, go away or something, I start to say, you know what, baby, give me a moment. You see, I just get this bill. So now he understand what I mean when I just get the bill, because I keep reinforcing it. You see, I just get this bill, like on the 1st of January, I saw somebody push something underneath my door, and it was so thick. I was wondering, what is that? So I forgot we were getting ready to leave the house too, to go pay my rent. And when I pick it up, I'm like, oh my God, what is this, guys? I quickly opened that bad boy, and all I looked at and saw was the name of the company that I'm renting from. Everything else was blacked out for me. Everything else was literally blurry. That's how much shock I was in. And then I opened the letter. And the first part, where did I went to? How much money was it? When they say, oh, I see the heading about summoned, and if you don't pay this money or blah, 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 then you have to give back the possession of property. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, I went to an instant shock right away. I remember I reached out to my therapist and I text her same time, send her an email. I know she's off on holiday, but I end up send her an email, so she's not going to reply till Monday week. And I sent her an email, guys. I was out of it that quick. That quick you can be out of something. You could go from being a happy person to that quick. That one thing to make your life shift. That's all it takes for one little error, and your whole world turn upside down. And I'm telling you. So after I finish and I look and it said 4,000 something dollar you owe and whatever. Then I call the office and I was getting no one. Then I call a few other places and I wasn't getting to know. I'm like, what's going on? Oh my God. Then so many reactions start going in. And then I remember my son was about to say something to me. And I said to him, I said, Jaden, I said, Jaden, you see this letter? He said, yes, mommy. So he know what time it was. He know what time it was because I talked to him about these things. And he said, okay, mom. I said, when I calm down at everything, then you can talk to me, you know? Yes. So I turn my head and blow air out my mouth to reduce my stress and don't blow up on them. Okay. But they all have learned to hug me or say something nice to me. Then I melt in a smile. Yes. Yes. Me, I do it after. After I get mad and blow up or something, then as I told you, I have an apology book in my head now that I have been physically on paper. But now, so today, not today, the 1st of January, when that happened now, but that is very good. So I gotta take note of that as well, because I blow up then after that. So I need to flip the coin for this year, 2025. Let's flip it. Thank you for that. Good tip right there, good advice right there. And so, um, when that came on the first, I was able to put my hand up and I said, "Do you see the letter?" Because he have seen a letter like that before when he came to the house and how stressed out I was. So he know by now. And then he said, "Okay, mom." And I said, "You know what, son? I'm not shutting you up, but I want you to understand when mommy is not feeling good and mommy sad and unhappy right now. I just need a time to breathe." And he said, "Okay, mommy." And then when I was calmed down now, then I said to him, "What were you gonna say to me, son?" And then he was telling me what he was saying to me. But they always come and give me hug and stuff. They love to give me hug. They always love to open my lap or so. But the big one not so much because I always get on his nerves, you know. But he loving. He very loving, loving, loving. But I'm telling you. So, as parents, we need to not just talk about the the good things that is good. But what about the things that you had to shuffle through to get to the good? There's so many things we jump over the hurdles to get there. You're having children, your mental health derail sometimes. You're not the same person like when you were like before having children. Yeah, sometimes you're not the jelly person sometimes. Sometimes you become so depressed, lazy, don't feel like doing nothing, just want to sleep you know, and everything, so much come with becoming a parent that if I had known all of these things, I don't know if I would have children. But there's so much thing that comes with having children. So much. Yes, very much so. Very much so. And we're constantly learning too. Because for every single child that you will have, none of them will come the same way. One will come talkative, one will come quiet, reserved, one will come as easygoing, nice and smooth, and then you're gonna have the difficult child easy to slow to warm up and all these things. We're gonna have so many things that we have to battle with and the different kind of personalities, the different kind of temperament that's gonna come with these children, as well as our personalities collide with them. Because sometimes you have children, and to be honest, you and them don't mesh at all. And that's one thing a lot of people don't talk about. You and them cannot, in Jamaica, they normally say, you cannot plant gungu a line. You're always going to have that one child. When it's only one, you don't have that. But when you have more than one children now, then you realize, okay, this personality of mine don't in line. Okay, this one want to step to you real good. Oh, yes, one take everything from you. And the other one is like, oh, you're just another day. Bye. But I can tell you, if you're in danger, those little chihuahua, I call them chihuahua. Those little Rottweilers, I'm telling you, they're gonna rock those persons out, you know. But God bless their little heart. God bless their and God bless all the mothers' heart out there, because it's not easy to being a mom. It's not easy. Because now you're not only fetching for yourself, you're fetching for the child. Sometimes you get to take care of the child, and then sometimes they want to be all pampered. These kids come like they think you're at a spa. Because sometimes they just want to just keep hugging them up and just sit with them, and they forgot that the house is messy. You need to cook, you need to this, you need to that. You know what I mean? But then it's so beautiful. And then when what is beautiful, when you teach them independence. I see they start dating you. How you feel? You feel so good. They make you breakfast. Ah, Oh yes, all the time we have to question ourselves. But you know what? It's a good thing though, because to me, I think it's a sign when we are becoming mothers and we are learning to be aware and grace, give ourselves grace to grow and heal. You know, because after all that 9 months of struggling, developing complication throughout pregnancy, and all pregnancy is not the same, but sometimes after you have the child you develop complication during your pregnancy. Some people develop complication. I'm a prime example of that. I developed um blurry vision, you know, during 4 months into my pregnancy. I couldn't see, and then after I had the baby I developed complication. Baby was quite fine, I wasn't. Then they wanted to find out I had preeclampsia. Could be walking around like a sudden death. You could just walk and just drop dead, you know. So there are several factors come into play after you give birth to a child, you know. Recently I was reading this article, watching a video back, by the way, where this young promoter back home, she had a baby and she never even get a chance to spend, to say a day with her baby, to say I love you. She developed complications, skin stolen and all these things. They couldn't recover her. She passed. So kudos to all the mothers out there, whether they're here or not. Yes, and that's the time. But you know what? I like to have door on with the flower. You make up the flower, you just give them to you. They gone. You knead up some flour and give it to them. They gone. They gone to play with it. You know. He going to play with. Or I like to sing. Like I can't sing to save my life, but when you have children, you become an artist in your own right at home. Because sometimes the only thing calm these kids down is when you start to sing and they will say, "Mama, that don't sound good," and then they join in. After they saw it don't sound good, but they start to join in. Yeah, like I made up this song about Lion, you got this. Then all of a sudden, as soon as they hear me start sing that song, they start to say, Lion, you got this. I'm like, okay, all right. At least they learned something catchy. You know what I mean? So it's so fun. Because sometimes going through so much and then you have to deal with children, might as well just start sing. Make up some song, even when you can't sing. Nobody ain't going to hear you. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's no, they don't eat the flour. I normally like to tell them stories. Sometimes the stories are not gonna say don't eat that, you'll be poisoned. Do you want to be poisoned? And then we say, Mommy, why? We gonna die? The little one, we gonna die? I said, yeah. So they know not to put it in their mouth. And you know what I found out too as a single mom? Because one thing I learned as a single mom is that if you have to work out and then you come in and you're exhausted, once you prepare them food, because I love my kids to eat. Once you prepare food and you have a clean place for them and put the food down and everything, if they're hungry they can go there eat. They don't bother you. They let you sleep. I remember my big son, he said to me, Mama, I know you were tired, so I got up. My brother was crying and I got up and I fed him and I fed myself. I'm like, wow, because the food was there. So you always have to constantly prepare something so they can have something. So, and I always tell them, you see my kitchen, my fridge, anything you want out of there, you could go eat it. I have nothing in there for them not to be eating. Everything in there is edible. So go in there and eat, help yourself. Because sometimes you come in as a single parent and you're tired. You just want to flat out maybe catch on the ground, catch on the couch. Sometimes you don't even get to be on the couch. It's they're full of joke. But you know what? In the end, when they grow older, I always say, God, if I live to see them become young men, that would be nice, because it would be so nice to see where they come to, you know what I mean? And I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying. Because they're a blessing, man. But we go through so much that are hidden. You know, we just see the glory, but things are hidden. It's like you see people out here and everybody is doing the best, put the best foot forward, but then tutus are here, oh, they're not doing so good. You know, and but if we start to just stop being ashamed of what we're going through and start to talk about these things, it can help other people. You know, because many a time I think it's guilt and shame that we are so soaked up in that we said, oh, if we say something, somebody gonna judge us. That person that judging probably going through the same situation or similar or different, but some words you use out your mouth could say, you know what, that sound familiar, and you could just save them out of whatever they're going through. You know, yes, yes, that's all we have to hope for. Big, well, we're gonna see them big and strong. We just have to keep praying. I had a cutoff age for me. I said, God, I would love to see my children become at least 20 years old, and whatever want to happen to me, because at least by then I will be able to give them the ammunition. No, I know they will still be young, but at least they will be able to take on certain things on their own. You know what I mean? So I pray. I wouldn't mind live till I get old, but not to depend on them. You know, because they're boys. My children are boys, so I don't want they have their family and stressed out that they have to take care of their mama. Yeah. And I be teaching them now too. Please don't put your hand on nobody. I say, yes, mommy might whoop you guys when you don't listen sometime, but that don't give you the right to put your hand on nobody. When I talk to you guys 3, 4 times and you don't listen, that's when the whoop whoop come. Cause you can't keep yelling, can't keep screaming. You can't. Sometimes you lecture them like they ain't listening because they listening Spanish so short that they forgot about you in 2 seconds. By the time you start to talk, it's like they have a timer counting you down. Okay, now I need to zone you out. We gotta put you in this time zone here because I'm not listening. you know. And then the other thing I noticed too, those phones. As soon as they get the phone, they go hide. And then when you're calling them nowadays, they don't even answer you. And I'm like, I gotta get my kids back. I get them back in the playroom and everything. They start, Mama, look at my truck. Mama, look at my car. Mama, look at my. They start to tell you all they're doing. And I told them, come and give me a hug because I felt good. you know. Because if I don't grab them while they're young, they're gonna get away with it. All get up in technology, head gonna be hurting, their eyes gonna be hurting. Then I gotta be fitting all that bill to drive them, take them to medical days. No. So do you have a mama bag filled with their stuff? And remember before kid when we had our stuff in the bag. No, I just have a playroom with the container with stuff in there. I don't got the bag. But I just got but I know that you're talking about because they do it here in the schools too, where they got the bags and filled with stuff that they like or so. I think hopefully I'm getting you correctly there. Yeah, but I don't have the bag, but I have the playroom. So now I gotta finish organize it up. It's not done. I started it, but it's not done. But so much to life, my love. So much to life. So much to life. Motherhood. It's beautiful to be a mom. It's just come with a lot of work. Sometimes you don't even feel your own self. Until you want to pamper yourself and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, and then you just totally forget about go pamper yourself. Totally forget. Oh, your mama bag like when you carry your handbag and stuff like that. That's what you mean? When you carry that big bag and everything in there is theirs. Let me see if I'm understanding. Because sometimes interpretation is a hell of a thing. Sometimes see with me. See with me, because interpretation sometimes of how we interpret things can be a halabaloo. Oh, listen. Even today I'm going on the road and I had a big bag carrying snacks in there for them. Everywhere I'm going, but I like food, so I make sure the kids like food too. Because I tell them food is the stuff of life. When I say if you're hungry and you don't eat, you can't learn nothing. Your brain freeze. They say, Bobby, my brain freeze. I say, don't literally freeze, but then you can't think straight. Stomach growling on all these things, you can't think straight. Yeah. But it's life. We gotta give God thanks. Gotta give God thanks. And thankful for everyone around me too. Because that's one of the things that even if it's not like they come and they pour out their whole heart and soul, but just to know that sometimes even if they're not there 100%, that the way I would want them to be or something. 'Cause everybody have a life outside of me. You know what I mean? The same way I can tell my kids that I have a life outside of them. They need I don't tell my kids that, but I mean same way we could tell our children, I have a life outside of you. I need to be pampered. I need to do this. They need all those love and care and tender love sometimes. So, but I have to be grateful for everyone around me, including my children, because I 100% have to be thankful for them. I just don't know what my life would have looked like without children at this age. I don't know what it would have looked like. Probably work, 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 work till I die. Singing Rihanna song to the grave. Work, 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 work. Then I'm out. I'm out. No. You know what I mean? So many things that can. But you know what? I'm saying kudos to all the mamas. Kudos. Even when my mom came here last year, I was saying, Mom, thank you, because I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, because my mom had quite a few of us. I said, I don't know how you do it, but man. And you know what I think bugging this society too? Because we put so many emphasis on a lot of things that never used to be having no emphasis in the days growing up. It's like mama whoop you, it was okay because mama was taking you out of danger or anything. But because of all these things now that you whoop a child or anything now, people ready to put you in a handcuff or anything, and they're not realizing that you're trying to protect your children. And you don't just whoop your child because they do something one time. If you have to constantly talk to the child and that child not willing to listen, then you have to spank that child, or something. But people don't look at it that way. Then when the child get out of hand now, later on when they grow older, all that they did when there was a child come right back into them and they start dig their life up. Oh, this child was this child was that, blah blah blah, da da da. All that come back and affect them later on when they turn into an adult. Whether you like it or not, all that. So why not help find a better way to help parents grow children when children are getting out of hand or not listening or anything. Now they're ready to just throw you into a handcuff instead of find solution. That's not a solution. You're putting more stress on the lives of the children as well because some children are big enough to understand things too. My favorite scary movie, maybe when it's Halloween, the haunted house. Probably the haunted house. I don't really know about a scary movie because I'm my own scary self. Oh yes, oh yes, no doubt about that, no doubt, bags, no doubt. You know what I mean? But I think society need to start change some things and so that because I remember when I was growing up as a kid, hey, you wanna listen to your mama? Your Maya, good night. You wanna listen to your mama? Good night. How are you guys doing? You wanna listen to your mama? I remember you could go to school and the parents could tell the principal that you weren't listening at home or everything. And that principal will get at you. They're not gonna whoop you, but they will get at you. They will say, "Do you know?" Especially if they know you're a single parent, because when you fill out application to go into school, also the principal know that you're a single mom, you work or you don't work or so. So they know all the local background history of you too, because you applied to get your children in school back in the days. And that principal was able to help straighten a lot of us out. But because of all these things now, children getting out of hand now, they can't even do nothing. Now you see all these kind of things happening in school. Back in the days that would never happened. Never happened. But all these things that is happening now, everybody need to come together so people can unite and do better with children, not just to just say, okay, yes, children are the future, but the Bible said do not spare the rod and spoil the child. That doesn't mean you must abuse them either, you know what I mean? But if you see children, parents getting out of hand. Yes, 400 Circle Media. How are you? Welcome. So I think we need to find better solution than just, oh, you have CPS coming in, you have social worker coming in, and the first thing they're looking to do is take the children and No, don't get me wrong. You have some unsanitary homes or stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, but the bigger issues are that people not paying attention to the things that are bigger. They're not coming up with solution to help combat these things when they start getting out of hand early. They're more they're more trying to be one sided, and then when the children get older, everything that they did in the past that they come and document come right back up in that child face. And karma something else. Everything that you see, all these people that come in with paperwork and doing this and doing that, every single thing come back and affect that child later on when they grow older, because now they are an adult. Now they're an adult and they look right back into their little life when they according to them at that time parents should do this and parents should that, but when they grow older they use back all that they were saying to manipulate those children, and when they grow older, what happened to them? What happened to those children? For example, that little young man recently that messed up that man there for the big CEO for that healthcare provider thing there. After he did all of that, they look back, oh, when he was graduating, he was a valedictorian from his school age. You see what I'm saying? Even though he did good because he was very smart, clever boy, but not clever in taking somebody life. But look at all those things that they go back to his school days. So even though you don't want parents to scold children when they're getting out and then come up with a solution. The solution is not just to throw people in jail or anything. One of the solutions is to come up with strategic plans that you, the parents, and the children can work with to combat some of these things that are affecting the society later. 'Cause it will affect society later. And a lot of us are paying the price of some of these things, even when we're not a part of the problem. Look, when you see how people running through masses are running because nobody want to teach the children how to handle emotions no more. They just want to pet them when they're little, and then when they grow older, they don't know, even they don't have no mechanism. They don't have nothing foundational like, because everybody was shielding them from it. But when they grow older, all these things start affecting them, and then what happened? Where is the solution? It's like recently I put my son in therapy and whatever, and they said he have ADHD, and the first thing they asked me if I want to give him medication. Medication go cover his problem up. If I don't try to stand up and say, okay, when a child have ADHD, they are hyperactive or something, give them something that will keep them calm. Find activities that are catering for these children. Even anybody who do special needs will tell you there are several activities out there that can cater towards those children first before introducing medication to them. If it's something that is really unbearable or so now, and then you realize that nobody want to deal with this child, nobody want to this, you know what I mean? Oh, have a good night. Have a good night, BSAG. Have a good night. And thank you for in chit chatting with me. Thank you. Appreciate more love, blessings to everyone. And Happy New Year once again to you and your family. All right. God bless you. And blessings to everyone. So come up with strategies and stuff to help parents combat a lot of these things. And parents, don't be afraid to speak how you're feeling or how what you're going through. And these are some of the things. Because then when the child get older, all that go affect them. All that. They ain't gonna save from nothing. You know? So we gotta remember these things, Spirit. We gotta remember these things. Even if you need help, seek help. Be honest, seek help. You're going through stuffs. Like sometimes I go to the doctor with my kids and they say how when they was tripping up and they say how are they want to, I said they good, but sometimes they get on my nerves. And sometimes I come home from work so tired and exhausted, they get on your nerves. Because that's the only way to help you and help your children. Everything is not all about putting somebody behind bars. It's to come up with solution. The money you're gonna take to feed somebody in prison, you could take it though. That discipline in their children, you could take it and come up with a program that parents have to go through and learn and take care of things so that they can be better and get out of the mind frame that we're in, this stressful life, find out what's stressing people out, Really, sometimes people don't have enough money to pay their bills. They don't know where the bills coming from. They get mad and anger. Now, who's in front of them is the children. Who's in front of us is the children. You know what I mean? So come up with plans to help parents combat a lot of things. Work with parents, work with schools, work with all kind of stuff. You know, don't waste money just to throw somebody into jail to discipline their children. And then when the child get out of hand later on or do anything bad to somebody, you're quick to arrest him. You forgot he was a child because now you're saying he's an adult now. You know, and that is one of the funny thing. You know, they say the same mouth that speak good will speak bad. You know, that's a powerful statement there. You know, because even though these people are helping the children when they're young, but at the same time when they grow older and and stuff, they're the first one to come back and throw them in jail. But where is the solution? There, you still have a solution. There's no solution. Welcome, Australia in the house. The Max. NEMXA. Welcome in the house. Welcome, appreciate. Welcome, everybody. You know, still there is no solution. You know what I mean? We need, you know, and it's not just one part of the world, it's everywhere. You know, it's everywhere. We need to come up with things. You know, I was watching this young lady video today, and um, she's in Brazil. She's in Brazil, and she does amazing videos, guys. And I was watching her channel. Her name is the Moango, and I was watching her vlog today, since night, not today, since night, and she was talking to some people on the street there, and she was asking one of the guys, so what are some of the solutions that they think would be there for something like that for the kids? I'm just paraphrasing, guys. And the man was saying that, you know, to build something for kids or something, because some of these children can't go to school or their parents can't manage to take care of them, and sometimes the street have to be taking care of them. So what if it parents not the child up ahead, that parent's gonna go to jail. Come up with solution, man. Come up with decent solution to stop all these things, because education can get a lot of people out of poverty. A lot. But then if we don't have the resources and the infrastructure for people to go when they need these things, how are they gonna survive? How are they gonna strive? But as soon as they do something wrong, you're ready to write them off like a record. Here comes the record, take them, go with them. But enough solution is not being done. We just have peer talk, peer book talk, documented in books. You gotta have solution. You gotta have solution. Work with parents, you know. And parents, be honest with your teachers, be honest with your whatever you're going to with anything. You know, like I remember one day I took my little son to school, and the teacher said, you know, in our classroom the children have to potty train because they at that age. Because they said he wet his, I said, excuse me, he wet himself. And I turned around to him and I said, Amir, what did you do in class today? He said he have an accident. I said, you won't have accident. I said, where is the bathroom? And he showed me where the bathroom. You don't play those games. He said, if I might talk to him just like that, because the teacher said, I know once you tell her, she gonna get at the child. And when I mean get at him, doesn't mean you have to whoop the child or anything, but just let the child know you don't want to go to school and pee on yourself, because that's not gonna look good. You're gonna be embarrassed in front of your friends. Do you want to be embarrassed in front of friends? And they will tell you no. So where do you go use the bathroom? At home, you teach them, show them where to go use the bathroom. Now they have a good book that I like. Is called The Dinosaur versus the Party, where all they want to do, the dinosaur wanted, I think they were playing a game, and the dinosaur didn't want to move to move to go party, but he wanted to party, but he didn't want to move. So it's called, I think, The Dinosaur versus the Party. So that's a nice one I like. You know, it's fun, depending on how you interpret and read it. You know, but it was fun. Yeah. But and fast is, you know, and then another day again they go back to school and they said, oh, you have an accident. I said, how much accident you gonna get into? Because as a parents, one of your goal is, it's not gonna be easy. One of the goal for you and yourself and your children is not gonna be easy. Because sometimes you're gonna have to be the tough mama, the tough papa, and then another time you're gonna have to be the soft mama, the soft papa. The other time you're gonna have to be the smiley mama, the smiley papa, and then the other time you're gonna have to pull out all the stops in the book. You gotta pull out all the stuff because some of these children they're like rugrats. They're like trick monk. They just crawl out anywhere, grab the food, run in here, grab this, do that. Next thing you have all kind of cap cap. There's a lot for parents to endure, you know. A lot. When you become a parent, it's never easy. From your moment you get pregnant, some people go through morning sickness, so you know that's a hill. Some people go through you don't feel no symptom, and when the baby come here, you have Rockweiler. The first 6 months, everything might be good, and then after that, you're like, oh man. And then you have smooth sailing. You know, every child is different. Though. Every child is unique. Every child is different. So you know, one size don't fit all. But man, every one of them come with their own little territory. They're like a road map to you. You just discover new roads every day. Every child you got, you have a new road map. Every child you got, it's a new road map because what work with this one don't work with this one. So it's a new road map. They discover and tell you, Mama, you gotta go on this street instead of go on this street. You can't go on Jaden Street. You gotta go on Amir Street. Like when I call Amir out his name, Amir, Mama, I am not no blank blank. I am Amir. So one will tolerate, the other will not. You know, so that's a constant learning ground for us, and the map for every child is different. They map their own pathway out. They sure do. You know, even some children experience. You know, you're pregnant and you don't feel no pain, nothing. Easy, smooth sailing. Let's go again. You get another one is a termite. He raise your blood pressure. In case if you have a C-section, cause he don't deserve. He's saying, I don't want to come from down there. No way. I'm not coming from down there. What? No way. You know, like my first child, he come by naturally. The other one like, no way. I'm coming from down there. Are you crazy, mama? No way. Carry me to the theater. That's where I want to go. So I could ruin your life. Only imagine if these could you could hear these kids talk to you while they're in the tummy. Like Chucky, you know the movie Chucky. When they throw the doll away, I think the doll could talk Chucky. You just picture these kids. Oh, I'm telling you. They look at Chucky. They wait till they go away, then they give you the side eye. I'm telling you. And then you have some of them who are so bold, like Lord of the Ring. With the little thing there that was in the Lord of the Ring movie. You know what I mean? So every child come with their own roadmap of how they want to be. Some of them roadmap, one of it is that they clingy. And the next one, you sleeping and you don't even give two dime. They check on you though, you know, don't get me wrong, they check on you. Mom, are you okay? Yeah, yes, I'm okay. Oh, what you doing? Oh, I'm over here chilling. Probably mixing up some lemonade or playing in what they're not supposed to be playing. Mix out the flour, play up with it, create a mess. That's their way of getting away from you. That's their roadmap. If everybody was supposed to know our roadmap, we don't have no problem because then we could read each other roadmap to go where they need to go. You know what I mean? But we can't. We don't know their roadmap. We don't know the path they're gonna take. Everybody, every child, including us as grown adults, we had a path. We didn't. We parents didn't know what path we were gonna be on. But, you know, so I call it a roadmap. It's a roadmap because it's constant learning, constant development taking place. You don't see these roads and these infrastructure that people are building now. Constant working every day. Infrastructure, different roads. Sometimes the road you tried when you were younger. Even, for example, people who migrate from their country and haven't lived there anymore. And you go back and think you're going to find that part. That part blocked. That map you left blocked. They create new avenues now. Sometimes you go there now you need somebody to take you around. Now you no longer can find your way in your own country that you were born in. Because you need somebody to guide you now or thank God for GPS. Thank God for GPS. So if you don't have the luxury of having people back home or anything, you know, then you can rely on GPS to take you. And even though GPS, they're not afraid to tell you to detour too. So thank God for GPS. Yeah, blessings. So many things come with life. Everything make up life. So thank God for GPS, because even the GPS wrong sometime. Even the GPS wrong sometimes. Sometimes the GPS don't even get it. It just send you on a wrong route. You just keep going. But they say send the fool look further. GPS do it to you too. Send the fool look further. That's what they say. Oh yes. EL. You can't laugh in one line. You're building a column. Oh my God. Good night, everybody. Good night. Eh? Man. So every child have a map, guys. Every child have a map. And even if you don't have any children yet and you're out here, don't worry. Because it's not that bad to have children or anything. My only suggestion to anybody who's planning to have children, at least make sure you have something put aside. Just in case if anything should happen, you have something to cover their roof. It might not be much, but at least have something aside, because that will kind of help alleviate some of the stress with whatever help you can get. You know what I mean? So that will help. So if you're young and you don't have any children and you're planning to have children, make sure you have something. Something. You might not have it for the whole rest of your life, because that's impossible sometimes with all the bills and everything you have to take care of. But at least have something, so that when that part of your life come, even if the other person is not there for you or anything, you won't have to be so stressed out, because that's where a lot of us go wrong sometimes. We stressed out so much about a lot of stuff because we didn't think. We just want. We didn't think about the want that it gonna come with consequences. We didn't think, and that's what catch a lot of us. And it doesn't matter if you're educated or uneducated. How nothing to do with your life is life. It make up everything. Whether you're brilliant, you're excellent, you're smart, you're stubborn, you're lazy, you're crazy, whatever it is, sing it out loud. I'm telling you, you don't know. But I would say, if you're young and don't have any children yet and you're planning to have children, because you don't know what's gonna happen. Sometimes you say, oh, you find this person, you're gonna settle down and have children, and then after you get pregnant with all the hormones and everything, you run away. You run away the animal. Can't stand the heat. Get out the kitchen. So all the body changes that will come. Everybody ain't gonna be prepared for that, because you don't know. Not everybody raised to be prepared to be mentally tough to tackle things, you know what I mean? So that's another thing that can cause people to be resentful sometime, and then the bitterness come with all of that. So young people thinking of having children, my suggestion is to make sure you have something. Make sure you have something put aside, so you can come back something, if you make sure a roof over your head. I would suggest that. You don't have to be no $1 million. If yourself don't have $1 million, where you gonna get $1 million to put on? But try. If you're gonna think of going on that road, 'cause anything can happen. You know, your partner can lose his job. Let's say you have a partner then, and you say, oh, I'm okay. Can lose his job. You can something. Anything can happen. This is a we're living in our world where everything is. You don't know what's gonna happen. We in the moment now. We see what is happening, but you don't know what's gonna happen in the future. You know what I mean? You only can see every step you go. I mean, you wake up to see tomorrow, which is the later, and then you know how that's gonna go now, because then you can plan or anything. But if you're young and you're planning to have children, man or woman or anything, think about these things before, and make sure it's something that you all want, because it's not easy. And when I mean not easy, the stress that comes with being a mother. It's not the children, it's the stress that comes with being a mother, you know. Sometimes you didn't plan your life to be a single parent or anything, it just happened. Who knows? They used to have a commercial on TV say, who knew? Who knew? So if you had known that things was gonna happen or occur or so, maybe you would have those lucky back. You would have those lucky back. You wouldn't bother opening, you just lock it back right there. You know what? I'm not gonna bother. It's okay, pass. But then you don't know, you know what I mean? You don't know. So But it's life, people. So I'm not gonna stay any longer with you because I want to get up tomorrow and tackle the playroom, and then finish tackle the playroom. We started it, put the computer decks in and vacuum. The vacuum worker, we had to be cleaning the vacuum, so that take up a little bit of our time too, because I had to pull the vacuum out there. So I'm gonna finish post the rest of the video on the vacuum. I mean, if anybody have a Bristol vacuum like me and wanna see how I did it with the thing there, they can see, you know. So that is it. So tomorrow I'll post the rest of the video on that and so forth. But I want to say a big shout out to everyone that was here. Appreciate you. Thank you for coming, rocking in the year and everything. Appreciate all of you. I still got a few things that video to post. I haven't posted because my SIM card I bought, I don't know what's going on with it. I don't have no clue. I'm clueless, but I gotta get everything sorted out so I can sit down and get things together. But in the meantime, guys, I want to say thank you all for stopping by. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. And whatever you're going through in life, don't be afraid to start express it. And if you have children and you know you're going through so much things in life, use your emotion. Even in school now, they're telling the children, why you don't use your emotion? You're crying. Nobody ain't going to look at you. Use your emotions. And I'm using my emotion with my kids. And I find it much better for them to understand me than anything else. And I even find it much better for me to understand them than when they cry, you know. So when they cry, I was saying, what emotion are you feeling? How are you feeling? They would say sad. And we ask them, why are you sad? Certain little question and so forth. So please use your emotion with your children. If you're angry today and they come in to ask you a question and you're not in the mood to answer them, you let them know. You say, listen, mama or papa not in the mood right now. Mama and papa in a devastating mood right now. Use your emotions so you can get your children out of the way to protect them. I have to learn all of these things on my own. So I'm telling you guys. So if you can use your emotion, because what I know now, if I had known it, then things would have been better. You know, going like that's not using your emotion. Talk it out, express it out, so the children can understand emotions. There are so many different emotions. It's not just happy. It's not just excited, and it's not just you have several emotions out there, silly, excited, sad, embarrassed, mad, angry. All these are emotion. Some of them are negative emotions and some of them are positive emotion. You understand? Like when you're happy, you get something, or a surprise, you get excited, and you're surprised about something. Did somebody throw you a birthday party? Somebody give you a gift? Something, so you don't want to just share thing. You want to express everything. So the day you're mad about something, you let your child know. Use the emotion. I'm mad today because I forgot to clean up, and look at you guys triple mess it up. So now I got double work to do. You know what I mean? So use our emotion going forward. So anyway, people, until then, this talkative girl gonna get off, and I'm gonna take a quick nap because it gotta be a quick nap. What time is it? It's 2:25. Okay, and everything. So I'll catch you guys up, and thank you for everybody that stopped by. EL for stopping by and putting the monkey face. I didn't even see it was the monkey face until now. Thank you for NEMXA. Thank you from Australia. Big shout out to you. BSAG. Big shout out to you. 400 Circle Media. Big shout out to you. Jeremiah Cedilio. Something like that. Big shout out to you as well. Yeah, I'm scrolling up, guys. I am scrolling up, up. Covenant One. Big shout out to you. And Covenant One, I think he's in Australia too. So big shout out to the everybody who was here, and for that good conversation from BSAG, and for Joe Reginton. I hope I'm pronouncing his name good. Big shout out to you. And Joe got a channel, guys. You can go check him out. And for everybody else, if you got a channel, leave me a message on one of my videos. Okay, I will get to you guys. Amy, big shout out to you. Jason, big shout out to you. Thank you guys for stopping by. Appreciate. Shield, big shout out to you. It sounds like Cosmo Shield because it's spelled with a K instead of a C. So Cosmo Shield, big shout out to you. Amy as well. Nova, big shout out to you. I think Dia, big shout out to you. And Little Plays the DTI, big shout out to you. God's Gaming, big shout out to you. Magical World, big shout out to you. Carter, big shout out to you. Malia, something like Malia Carter, big shout out to you. Jerams S, big shout out to you. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct. GB2000, big shout out to you. Sugarwood Skateboarding, big shout out to you. I'm shouting out to everybody, so I'm scrolling up. Norton, big shout out to you. EM, big shout out to you. Falinton or Falentino, something like that. Big shout out to you. John Brister, big shout out to you. Hope I'm pronouncing your last name correct there. And Funky Giant, Guyan Funk. Big shout out to you. And now a big shout out to you, Ray Gibson. Big shout out to you, Johnny Cash. Big shout out to you, and Ro. Big shout out to everyone that was in the chat. Big shout out. So if you guys have a channel, please let me know over in my comment section, because I don't have a pen to take down anything tonight. But you can always leave me a message, guys, on one of my videos, because in the coming months, for the months done, starting back to go to check out the channels and support everybody. You know what I mean? But leave me a message if you have a YouTube channel, all right? And thanks to everyone who stopped by. I appreciate all of you. So until then, guys, this is for you guys. So we say peace out, okay? So good night.